Hello, I am to Capricorn, finally. I am taking forever on these readings because I'm just not pushing myself, rushing myself, or allowing myself to burn out by the end of it. I've taken some nice steady breaks in between. Highly recommended to Capricorn. Taking smoke breaks, so to speak, but maybe not smoking. Take breathing breaks. The readings have all been pretty different. The first few were the same, and then I switched it up and everything's kind of changed. But the Sag reading I did was 100% channeled. I ended up not even looking at the cards, and I feel like that might happen again for you, Capricorn. I don't know yet. I was trying to speak Latin in the last one. I just Googled what I remembered saying. I don't remember verbatim what it was, but I don't think it was anything, which makes me think maybe I was talking some fucking weird code language or something, but don't care. I don't dwell on it. I really don't dwell on anything that happens to me in that regard, because I can't. If you never know, then you can never know really what anything is. So we are starting this off on a philosophically existential note, aren't we? Anyways, reeling it back, Capricorn, you can go find out more about these cards and sort of the tone that we set for the readings this evening by watching the general video I posted before the zodiacs. I feel like you should watch the Sagittarius video. I think it would be fun. Maybe you have a Sag placement or person in your life, but like, highly recommend watching the Sag video just so you can kind of see what I mean by totally channeled. So, you know that song, If God is a DJ? I think it's Pink, and it's like, if God is a DJ, life is a dance floor. But I'm hearing it like, if Satan's a Libra, God is a Capricorn. Even though Alanis Morissette is a Gemini. So, I don't know. Right, I feel like you got enough cards. I can't even tell which way it's going to go. I feel like I can feel it coming in. The Veil, the Future, Werewolf exploring wildness and death. The eternal cycle begins here. Something's about to end for you. What was that weird lisp? Was it Daniel Johnston? Because that would be cool as shit. Oh my god, I'd be honored. If Satan's a Libra, then God is a Capricorn. God's a dick, though. Don't get it twisted. The Veil, the future. The future is your present. The future is a present. The present is all that exists, because all we have is now, isn't it? If you don't make a move, you're going to lose everything that you ever worked for. Say what you're thinking out loud. Tell me what you thought about what you were on. It's the starting line. The worst is over, and you got the best of me. Okay, chill out, Capricorn. Finding your Zen might be coming out a little bit harder these days. It might actually be a little more difficult for you to get centered. And it could be, feels like age, stress, rejection came to mind. Obsession. Feel that though, huh? Confession. It's like there's a message that wants to be heard but also is too stubborn to speak. Like someone's trying to make a delivery. Okay. I think it's interesting. I broke it up into the 4 chunks. The first 4, second 4, fourth floor. Fourth floor? Fourth floor? Fourth floor? I don't know what that means. Fourth floor. I almost just said something extremely morbid, and I am not going to go there. It's so fucked up. broken up into chunks. I don't imagine I'll be reading these either. It's very clearly coming in as a message for you, Capricorn. But the thing is, here's the thing. So I was talking to Sagittarius about how their higher selves feel very busy and out of touch with them. And it's very amicable and mutual sort of break from one another. But for you, Capricorn, it sounds like you're at a standoff with yourself. Your higher self has turned your back on yourself, and your physical self did the same thing. And I feel like I feel the connection, I feel the energy, I feel the vibe, but it hurts almost. My head hurts from it. Not hurts, but like, I don't know. There's a way that I know if the message is coming through clearly and I'm understanding it correctly, it is a satisfying feeling in my head. And if the message is wrong, what I'm saying is wrong, that's why sometimes I take longer to listen, because I try to comprehend it, because I can feel when it's the right message. It's uncomfortable. That's making it feel a little bit better when I mention that it's uncomfortable. So you're at odds with yourself, Capricorn. I don't know if you think that you are arguing with someone else. I don't know if you think that it's an outside influence, but you are at odds with yourself. The reason things are not going swimmingly is because there's no one looking out for you, because you turned your back on you. And it's not, you can't think of it egotistically as if you gave up on yourself or gave up on your dreams or anything like that. It's much deeper than that. It is your highest self and your first and foremost guide into this world and to the other side, before, beyond, entrance and exit, okay? That person that created you, the you that created you, no longer wants you. If that ain't the most Capricorn godlike move, is it not? The thing that created you no longer wants you. Talk about a flood. Talk about kicking Lucifer out, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the whole fucking point of the dynamic, right? Cardinal signs, man. Judgmental as fuck. Somebody's got to do it, so I kind of respect it. In a way, I've always kind of liked them, but sometimes it's too much. God is a DJ, life is a dance floor. But if Satan's a Libra, then God is a Capricorn. Okay. Make your offer. Deal with rejection like everybody else. No one agrees. It's all within you. It's not, again, you think you're fighting with other people. You might be picking fights with other people. You might be dissecting fights with other people. You might be imagining, or I almost want to say hallucinating arguments. Like hearing it in your head. And like, sure, it can be messages from the dead that you are receiving, or like any of the things that I contact. I mean, anybody technically could, even if they choose not to. I mentioned it in a few readings, especially this time of year. The veil's really thin and it's very easy to hear them. It's earlier when I was mentioning, like, it's not just you, it's not, you're not going insane, you're not hearing voices, you're hearing messages, right? But for you, Capricorn, it's all you. Not that you're hearing voices, but it's you arguing with you. Ha. Ha. It's a ha moment. Ha. Ha. What's that about? It's a little confusing, it's a little puzzling. It's not a bad thing. It's, you know, I don't doubt anything. I don't know how else to explain. You've simply turned your back on yourself. Try to explain. I don't understand. You know, you can never know unless you try. And even if everything comes to you the way you want it to, normally understand that that's not always gonna work. Okay? It's not always gonna work. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Take a little pause. Think about what you're gonna say, and then begin again. Okay? Communication is key. And you, my friends, not many good at it. Okay, so, ha! Moment. Ha! 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 You can start to realize, I don't even have my own back. I don't even have my own best interest. Huh. 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 That's all I can think and hear. So anyway, Capricorn, it's a little dreary. It's not good or bad, you know, dreary, I would say. Again, probably getting annoying. I'm going to end it. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and very much love to all of you. Have a great evening.